A very good morning from Phuket. I've been here since yesterday, but I couldn't do much because I was already very tired from the travel. But I'm all rested and it's time for some adventure. The goal right now is to rent a bicycle or find something similar because I can't spend so much money on taxis and I don't want to ride a scooter. So that is the goal right now, but before that, breakfast is the goal. And I think I've found just the place I want to eat at. It's going to be an adventurous culinary experience. Let's go. I don't know what this drink is, but it's absolutely crazy. It's coffee, tea, a lot of sugar, which I love, and ice. It's lovely. If you're ever here, try this coffee. And I've ordered something really crazy. It's not that crazy actually. It's just pork stir fried with steamed rice, a fried egg, and some salad maybe. So I'm excited for that as well. I'm taking up my risk level in Thai food bit by bit. So this is where I'm starting. And this is such a beautiful street. I'll just tag the location if you want to eat at this shop with this pretty view of this pretty street. Done with the food. I think I had my lunch as well at the same time because it was a bit heavy even for me. But I'm not used to the rice they eat. It's a bit dense and a bit heavier. But the food was lovely. If you don't eat pork, then maybe don't try it. But I like the taste of pork if it is cooked well, and this was definitely cooked well, so I loved it. And now on to the quest of finding a bicycle. I found something interesting. It's just an e-bike, nothing interesting actually. GCOO. Yeah, you can rent an e-bike. It's like our Yulu. Just go scan the cycle and start riding. But I won't take this because it has a lesser serviceable area. And yeah, it's just going to get very expensive because it's charged by the minute. I have arrived at Mongkol bicycle. Let's see if I can rent a bicycle from here, and I'll let you know the charges as well. Done with renting the bicycle. Here is it. It's a mountain bike with gears on because I'm going to need those gears for the inclination. Not inclination. Is it inclination? Is it inclination? I don't know. Yeah, for the steep and downhill scenarios, I'm going to need those gears. So mountain bike, and got it for 280 bahts for 2 days. So that's a very good deal because I just spent 70 bahts just to reach this shop, and it was only 3 kilometers away. So definitely a good deal. 280 bahts, this cycle for 2 days. I'm all set. Let's go. I just got a massage done here, and not the massage Thailand is infamous for, the actual kind of massage, a traditional Thai massage. And that lady had so much strength, and it was obviously a different kind of a massage. It had a lot of stretches and weird kind of stretches, but I feel just so relaxed right now. Whenever you're in Thailand, get the actual massage, not the funny kind. It's fun cycling around, but there isn't anything interesting other than houses, cafes, restaurants. Yeah, all of these streets have started to look the same to me. But don't worry, I have maps on in my pocket. So sometimes I'm missing a street, sometimes I'm not. Trying to take as little breaks to preserve energy and avoid fatigue. This is the first incline I have to cycle on. I hope it's a good experience. That wasn't fun at all. Would love to go downhill on that, but never uphill. It's time to check out a 7-Eleven. I also need water. But 7-Eleven seems to be a very popular thing here and over some parts of the world. So let's check out a 7-Eleven because we don't have these in India. We have 24/7s, but they are also gone. That was very sad, by the way. Finally got some chilled ass water. It's going to be very tasty. I'm definitely going away from city. I'm on a highway right now. Was just about to fall, but it's gotten significantly prettier, and it feels good to cycle right now. So glad to be out of the city for a change. Such a quiet and peaceful road. All right, it's time to gun it and cover some distance. Getting close to the mountain to put this my mountain bike to test. Such pretty houses, man. You can only see houses like these on the outskirts of any city. But I would kill to have a house like this inside the city, but because that would mean I've made it in life. Also, I'm talking because it's mainly downhill. I've been cycling uphill for a while, so it's good to get this small break. I've come completely out of the city. This is a clear highway, and do you see that small path right over there? I have to go uphill from there, and having second thoughts about it, but what am I gonna do? I've committed, so let's stay committed. Holy shit, it's going to suck. This sucks because even the people on bikes are having a tough time, and there's a clear warning of steep incline, so I can't really cycle at this point. So I'm taking the bike uphill from here. Ooh, yes. And after that, the downhill is gonna go crazy. It's only like 1.5 kilometers away, so I have to keep going for the next 15 minutes or so. Taking another break, but it's such a pretty place. Check this out. Beautiful yellow flowers, my bike, and a limestone mountain. Let's keep going. I should not be doing this, but I wanted to go downhill, even though I still have to climb. I'll go downhill just for a bit. Woohoo! I'm gonna die when coming downhill in the night, because the brakes are not exactly working. Look at this pretty little house next to a mountain with the overlook of the whole city. This is going to suck. The chain came off, but thankfully I know how to fix it, so I'll just fix it right now. This feels like a tough workout. It's going to be so worth it, even if the view isn't that good. This is worth it. Cycling uphill in a jungle of Phuket, all drowned in sweat. It's completely uphill. Fooled me jungle, fooled me once with the downhill. I'm drinking my own sweat, but good news is I'm only 800 meters away. Don't do something like this, because you can already see that I'm drenched in sweat, and I'm alone in a jungle. I didn't see vehicles passing by, and it's getting steeper and steeper, but only 500 meters to go. I know the view from above is going to be killer, because I'm seeing glimpses from places like these, but I don't want to stop. I just want to stop at the viewpoint. It would have been tough to just climb up, but also to drag this bicycle. Oh man, I wasn't planning to stop, but check this out. I can see the sea from here to all the way there. I can't zoom in, but it's really good, and I can't believe how far up I have come. Only 300 meters to go. Okay, I said I wouldn't stop, but how could I not? I've come from that road. I was right over there, somewhere over there. I cycled all the way from that highway, and now here. Amazing, right? And I haven't even reached the goal, the viewpoint I was actually going for. And there's a lesson here. You might set a goal for yourself, but that may be different from where you're meant to be. Keep walking towards that goal, and maybe somewhere just in the way, just maybe 200 meters before you reach your goal, you reach a point where you're meant to be. Yeah, that's a good lesson. Don't back down, but also take a pause on your way. Here's something interesting: the peculiar nature of nature reclaiming itself. So they probably made viewpoints over here. But the jungle grew so much, the trees grew so much that they are now abandoned. And that's classic nature reclaiming itself. To be honest, I'm a bit scared because I'm in a new country, right? The reason I'm scared is completely different flora and fauna, right? Right in the middle of a jungle, by myself in a country where my phone isn't working. I mean, network. Whew. Need to take a break here. Well, shit. Yeah. So the tower is over there and it's closed. It's apparently some closed hotel or something. Kaukard Viewpoint Tower. Yeah, that's the goal. I didn't know I would have to learn my lesson so quick that maybe just 200 meters before the goal you have set yourself for, you may find your destination. This was my destination. Okay, was going back and met a tourist and she said, you can go up, it's just abandoned. So now I see that people are already up there. So it's time to go up the tower. New lesson. If you set a goal for yourself and you're about to reach a goal, and when you see the goal, you realize that this was not the goal, or I can't really make it, you might just make it. In this episode of Stupid Lessons by Anurag Trivedi, that was your second lesson. Let's climb up from the stairs, come back, let's see what's in the jungle. But before that, bicycle is secured. Now, let's go. I have burned so many calories today. I am on the top floor. Let me know if all my struggle, all of the struggle you have seen, all of the sweat you have seen in the previous few minutes was worth it. Just check this out. I can see so many islands from here. So there's a one over there, there's a big one over there, and I can see another one that's right behind it. So I can't see that one. So there's one over there, a one right behind there. I don't think you can see it. So this is the mainland Phuket, somewhere over there. Another island right over there, and there's a hotel maybe on the top. Some islands over there, and there's a big hill of mountains. You can't see it because there's pollution, I think. Pollution in the air because it's a bit hazy. Phuket town is over there. There's another view from here. A lot of boats. A lot of boats. So these are actually not boats. These are small little islands. No. Okay, I know what they are. They are maybe floating restaurants, floating boats that have restaurants, something like that, but not sure, not completely sure. I'm right in the golden hour. This was worth it, even if you guys don't think so. And coming here through a cab service or by renting a motorbike would have been still fun, but I know I have struggled the most among all people who have visited this tower today. It's a pretty good feeling, and the sunset breeze, the cool sunset breeze have started to flow. There's cool breeze in the air, and I think it's time to head back and maybe find something else on my way. I can see lagoons, white water lagoons over there. Probably a white sand beach with receding tide. That's when these lagoons happen. Pretty amazing. So let's go back. I'm not sure if there are going to be lights on my way back, and it's all downhill from here, so I should reach the highway very soon. Take a last glimpse of the sunset. But this was really amazing. It's time to change the glasses, because why am I wearing sunglasses? Back to looking like a nerd, but it's time to head back. Also, GoPro is running out of battery. That should happen with a day of vlogging, but I have an extra battery in my bag. So if I punch in the whole brakes, even then it isn't stopping. It's that steep, so I should not be recording. I should have both of my hands on the bike, and thankfully I also have a light, but I don't think it's making much of a difference. I have full brakes on and it's not stopping. Okay. Now that I know how to avoid a fall, I can keep going. The jungle is coming alive. It's gotten dark and I'm using the flashlight to see my way at least, and it's getting scary now. Definitely getting scary now. And I had to stop to change the GoPro battery. Scared the shit out of me. I should not be stopping. Let's keep going. I completely forgot that I was also going to see this view on my way back. I have to go downhill from there all the way till I reach that highway. Oh man, I'm so glad I stopped. I don't have much light left, so I should be leaving the jungle as soon as possible. So I definitely won't be stopping until the point I reach the highway. I loved being here. This was so much worth it. My cycle with the light on. This was such a big adventure. And this goes in the history of Anurag Trivedi. Alright, good. Thankfully, I was getting a bit scared. So, thankfully there are street lights at some places in the jungle. So I've stopped here for a while. And I've figured out a way to put the GoPro on the bicycle while I go downhill. So, I'm going to do that. By the way, I have to put both brakes in just to make this work. Let's go. Whee! See, I have to put both the brakes in, and even then it's not stopping. It's gotten dark. It's going to get some light and then it's going to get dark again. Oh, it's getting dark for a long while, I think. I have a feeling that it is totally possible that I might get lost. Can't see shit. Oh, thankfully my bicycle light is working, and there's another street light coming in very soon. I'm going at full speed, no brakes in. Woohoo! Loving this. Had to stop the bike, change the GoPro view a bit, but let's go. I have reached the highway. Woohoo! Finally made it to the highway. I don't know why I'm so happy, because I kind of still have 10 kilometers to go, but this was so fucking worth it. I was just on my way back to my hotel and I found a very cute Japanese restaurant and I just had to stop. Having this ramen. I think it's going to be really good. It has chicken in it, so I don't have to worry about accidentally eating beef. Okay, third time is the charm. I'm ending this vlog finally for the third time, and the food was amazing. I had, I think, Okayu Don ya Osaku Don with sticky rice, chicken, eggs. Pretty delicious. So yeah, done with the food, heading to the hotel. I've cycled 40 kilometers today, so I should be sleeping. Alright, see you guys later.